Got a little surprise for you here today on the morning wager. The return of soccer. Get ready, Mark Zinno. There's going to be a
Oh,
quiz at the end of the show as I talk about the Copa del Rey in a few minutes. If that has not
what?
scared the Copa
In
del
Florida?
Rey, the Spanish Cup. No, that's Boca Vista or whatever. No, this is the Copa
Marina del Rey? Marina
Yeah,
del Rey?
no, we're not talking
Oh,
about the
beach.
Marina del Rey. We're not talking about Lana del Rey. We're talking about the Copa del Rey. Now, if I have
Oh,
not chased you
The
off, don't worry.
Copacabana? The hottest
No,
club
we're
north
not
of
talking
Chicago?
about the Copacabana. No, we're not talking
Oh,
about Barry Manilow either.
her name
Okay.
was Lola. She was a showgirl
What
with
about
yellow
Mandy?
feathers hair.
Mandy is
Mandy
also
is
a good
good.
ballad.
I
That's a
mean,
good song.
listen, can we just take a moment to, while you're talking about something as boring as soccer, we'll talk about something as boring as Barry Manilow and how his catalog is actually a little bit underrated. Just, he's got some really good tunes. I'm not gonna lie. At the Copa del Rey, where soccer fans really just are. You fill in the blank.
You know, I don't ever want you to make
Before.
fun of me if you're going to say Barry Manilow is underrated. Okay. I don't know what to say to that right now. That is, I mean, of all the musical takes I've heard in the last 6 months, that's definitely one of them. All right, we're going to talk about Major League Baseball as well on the show today. Just
You know, like, an American sport, we're gonna do that.
who cares where sports from?
Okay. All I'm saying is, you gave out a soccer play once and it hit. You gave out a second play and it tied. Okay. You're 1-on-1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. It was a draw. Was it a gunfight? Draw.
And this, I
This is
got
what you
Mike
get for bringing
Zinno.
soccer plays. This is what you forget for bringing soccer plays to the morning wager. We do one show late in the afternoon wager yesterday. Look, see, there you go. Kind of looks like Joe Montana a little bit.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you, Barry Manilow. I'll tell you what. When my hair gets a little steamy late in the day, I get the coif going like that.
I think that's a perm.
Whatever. I'll tell you what. I got Mike Zinno on this show today. Needless to say.
Hey, you leave Mike Zinno alone. He's an outstanding.
Like Zinno's an asshole. All right.
Place from BP, I guess, at the bottom of the screen.
Wait, what's that?
Read the lower third. Soccer plays from BP, I guess.
Plays. You're getting them. All right. But
all
before that,
listen, here's the rule again. You get a soccer play wrong, you can never do it again on the morning wager.
Okay. Well, we're going to be talking about some things.
Play wrong, you're not going to get
wrong.
You can
either
push or win.
Well, what is this push?
Would you like to go
can
first?
Push in other sports. It's not a foreign term. No, you're going to go first, as a matter of fact. And you're going to talk about.
It's called a tie.
You're going to talk about.
It says W, L, and T for tie. It doesn't say W, L, and P for push. It says tie.
Would you like to talk about whatever baseball game you were going to talk about?
Oh,
I bet you don't even remember.
On American sports,
you don't even
remember that
actually, I'll tell you what. Paul Skeens. Let me introduce this properly. Paul Skeens, who you may have heard of, is a short favorite against Tampa Bay. Now, the Pirates have not been doing well so far in this series against the Tampa Bay Rays. Mark Zinno, but they have not had Paul Skeens on the mound either of the first two games. He will be on the mound Wednesday.
The last 6 games, the last 6 games. The last 3 games, they scored 6, 6, and 7 runs, including a 7-0 shutout yesterday. So they have been hitting the ball really well. But look, here's the thing, okay? With Paul Skeens on the mound, anytime you're getting a price of like minus 120 or less, come on, don't we just have to take advantage of it out of principle? Isn't it like a must play because you're getting Paul Skeens at around minus 120? Like, that's a very favorable number for a guy who never usually hits those numbers. So, do I have some concerns about playing it full game? Yes and no. I mean, the Pirates bullpen here has not been anything too stellar, but and they've been kind of overworked over the course of the past 3 days. But I think Skeen should be able to go 6, 7. So, yeah, let's do a Pirates money line here. Back Paul Skeens. I think first 5 money line is also a good play for the Pirates. But
That was
What
one
are
of
you
those
laughing at?
classics. That's one of those classic situations where in the middle of the breakdown, you sort of this look comes across your face where you look like I wish I could change this in some manner. It looks like you wanted to make it a first five play when you
Well,
realized
I endorse
it
both.
was bullpen.
Official play for
Okay.
the show. We'll take the Pirates to win. I mean, Tampa Bay's not going to win them all, are they? I mean, they're 4-1.
I
So
don't think so. I mean, yeah, well, they've already lost one. All right, I'll tell you who I'm taking today on this
Pirates have fallen
show.
1-5, so they need to get a win here.
You know who I'm taking on today's show?
I don't.
Barcelona. Draw no
Oh,
bet. So actually, here's the thing. If it is so,
what the hell
there
did you just say?
I'm keep draw no bet. There will be a quiz at the end here. Okay, it's just a way to play. It's just a different way to bet the match. All right, here we go. All right, winner
Copacabana
advances.
Del Rey bets.
No, it's not the Copa Del bet. Guys, it's unbelievable. I'm up against the world here. The winner,
According
as
to
you
the
know,
lower third, it
Martino.
is the Copacabana Del Rey. Just according to the
All right.
lower third.
Tell you what, this is a very prestigious event that you're mocking here. But anyway, the winner will be advancing to the final of the Copa del Rey, faces Real Madrid. Zinno, I'm sure you were watching this afternoon. Real Madrid won an added extra time thriller over Real Sociedad, the other two-legged semifinal. This one here between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, it was 4-4. There was a lot of fireworks, so it was anything but boring in the first leg between these two. It is winner take all now in the second leg. I think there's a great chance Barcelona wins this thing in regulation. And that I'm playing him draw no bet, though, just in case it does go to added extra time. We'll take the push. It's similar to playing the money line, first five. Zinno, right? You can have that push in your back pocket. Anyway, first leg. Let's see. Man, I'll tell you what, I am up against it on this bottom third, huh? Atletico, what did they do in that first leg? They scored twice in the opening 6 minutes. Barcelona fires back with 4. Atletico scores 2, including the equalizer in stoppage time. 3 weeks later, you will not believe this, Zinno. Atletico scores in just a normal league match. Atletico scores the first 2 goals again against Barcelona. What happens? Barcelona scores 4 in a row. In that particular instance, though, there would be no comeback, and Barcelona won 4-2. Barcelona goes into Wednesday having not lost a single match in their last 20 times out on the pitch. They are unbeaten, 6 straight wins coming into today. They have scored 139 goals in their 45 competitive matches this season. That is a record in Spain. Atletico, meanwhile, winless over their last 5. That includes getting bounced in the Champions League, too. So we are going Barcelona, draw no bet for the Copa del Rey semifinal. I'll tell you what, I was thrown off from the jump there.
Oh, time to get up.
No support whatsoever. Whenever you do, I'm always very supportive. When you need a phone call,
what?
when you text and say I need support.
Cricket, okay, when I start playing highlight or cricket, you have my full permission to fall asleep during my breakdown.
I'll tell you what, Highlight, a great IPA from Cigar City Brewing. It's right by the Yankees spring training stadium, as a matter of fact. You could have gone. I should have told you. Bring the kids.
That's what I should do. Bring the kids to the bar. Knock yourself out.
Cigar City did a good play. Yes. All right. So there you go. There's your half of the double play. Smash that like button if you're rolling with Barcelona Wednesday afternoon in the semifinals of the Copa del Rey.
I'm going to bet it. I just want you to
know
know
what?
I'm going to bet it.
I hope you bet it wrong somehow and you lose.
Why would you advocate for your own play to lose? Are you dumb?
No, I think you're going to bet it the wrong way. You're going to bet it the wrong way, and I'm not going to help you.
I'm going to call you later, and I'm going to ask you to make sure I bet it right. You said push, win, lose, or draw, whatever it's called.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll tell you what. You know what I'm going to say? Watch the morning wager. I broke it down for you. I'm not going to help you again. You fell asleep. That's what you get.
I'll figure it out somehow. I'll tweet somebody, and they'll tell me.
Okay. This is a stunning. By the way,
friends,
I would like to
be nice to me.
let me address the elephant in the room, sir. That unfortunately, $5 Tuesday for me. Stoppage time was not kind. A third goal in Fulham Arsenal. I mean, come on, 4 minutes into stoppage time. The match was 1-0 after 70 minutes, and we lose the under 2.5. Did mitigate the damage somewhat. Had Bologna in the Coppa Italia. neck of the woods there, Zinno. Italy. We had a winner there at least. So it was a 1-1 split overall for me on Tuesday. But unfortunately, everybody, I know that the $5 play is the one most of you are on. I made the other one free, but still, my apologies for losing on $5 Tuesday. Don't like that at all. We'll get them back on Wednesday.
Irvine got it home last night.
UC Irvine was our show best bet yesterday. And guess what? Our show best bet today, first 5 innings. Baltimore and Boston was getaway day in baseball. A lot of day baseball. That gets me excited. That's something we can all agree on.
Here's the thing. Baltimore and Boston played on Monday. They had Tuesday off, and now they're resuming their series on Wednesday. And we get quite the pitching matchup here between the O's-Horn and the Red Sox. Because guess what? You have Garrett Crochet on the mound, who has been pretty good. Pretty good against Zach Eflin. Now, all we can really do is go off of what these guys did last year against each other, right? And Garrett Crochet last year, a member of the White Sox, his splits against Baltimore. Yeah, splits against Baltimore. Okay. 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs. He gave up 1 home run, struck out 11, and yet somehow lost that game. Remember, the White Sox would lose every game like 2-1 with that Crochet pitch? Well, yeah. So he dominated an Orioles lineup in the one start he faced against him. Zach Eflin, formerly of the Rays, last year got traded to the Orioles. He had 2 starts last year against Boston, right? Against the Sox. And he performed very well against Boston. Won both of those starts, went 11 innings total, gave up just 4 runs, struck out 10, and held opposing batters to a 256 batting average. So Eflin has always been much better at home than he has been on the road. And yeah, I think that this is a great matchup here to take our first 5 under. You know, I love first 5 unders. You know, I do.
You do.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump on this train here. So first 5 under, Orioles, go son, Baltimore, and Orioles and Red Sox.
6:35 Eastern start there. Hoping for a pitcher's duel at least early, by the way. Just to reiterate that the play that Zinno had on the Pirates with Paul Skeens on that is a 1:10 start. And then the Copa Del Rey 3:30 Eastern. So make sure you get that bet in, Zinno. If anyone, by the way, in all seriousness, has a question about how to bet that soccer match, please comment down below. I will guide you to the right option there. Anything you'd like to share?
Let's go Barry Manilow, Copacabana.
Barry Manilow stinks. Just going to say it.
I mean, look at that outfit. That doesn't scream 1974. I don't know what does.
It sounds to me that you're standing on the edge of time, Brian Power, walking away when love was mine. It sounds like you're caught up in a world of uphill climbing. Tears are in your mind, and nothing is rhyming.
I got to tell you, BP,
that actually all is true.
Yeah, if we sweep the board, we will have made it through the rain. But even if we don't, we'll be ready to take a chance again.
So true. That's very poignant.
And sometimes,
words.
you know what? Sometimes, we go 0-3. You know what we just need? We need a day break. We do.
He makes a good point.
Tell you what I need
right now. Power, I realize that I can't smile without you.
Oh, thank you. That was very nice. That was a nice way to bring it back around.
Are you aware that I'm giving you Barry Manilow titles?
Yes, I am. And are you aware that I'm thinking about doing massive amounts of drugs after we're done with the show right now? Okay. Is that
I mean,
there we go.
Even now we can start doing drugs.
And what do I say? It's America. You can do anything. Anyway, all right.
You go through the whole catalog. I could work in every single Barry Manilow song there is. Somewhere down the road.
God help me. God freaking help me. All right, everybody. Between the Copa Del Rey and Barry Manilow, if we have not run you off, please, how about smashing that like button? Yes.
Sure.
What else are we supposed to tell them to do? Subscribe. They're supposed to subscribe. Honest to God, if they haven't clicked subscribe yet, that is, I don't know what to say. Now, if it's your first time watching the show, please click
like an NBA package out there and an MLB package out there or something.
No, we don't. The MLB one is expired. The NBA package,
No.
yes. If you buy the playoffs, you can get the rest of the regular season free. That is good for any handicapper right now. I don't know how many plays I'm honestly going to have the rest of the NBA regular season. It has been a light NBA regular season for me, and not particularly a good one. The last time I played an NBA game was Monday. I tried with the Washington Wizards, Mark Zinno. I'm not sure if you're aware of this. The Washington Wizards suck really bad, and even if they're getting 9 at home, that's not enough.
By the way, I will say this much, guys. I already know what my Saturday play in the Final Four is going to be. I'm very excited about it.
I actually know about. I may have a pretty big card, quite frankly, on Saturday. I think I like both. Well, guess what? I might have 3 plays. Thoughts?
I mean,
I'm ready to take a chance again.
I hear you.
Okay, I hear you. All right.
That card could be magic. We don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Could it be magic?
Right. You could use it to keep each other warm.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, everybody.
I got to go back and count how many Barry Manilow titles we got into this whole episode. This is impressive.
It's frightening that you both know that many.
It's a miracle, one might say.
Yes.
On behalf of Mark Zinno, Mike Zinno, Dan Alexander, and yes, Barry Manilow, and the entire country of Spain, let's cash some tickets.
This show is as good as a weekend in New England. I'll tell you what, Brian. You know what? It looks like we made it.